I thought the season was over, but they didn't drop the episode. So, episode 4, Mama June, let's go. Let's get into it. All right, so they started the episode with Anna. Anna passed away. So they were doing her funeral, and um, really all of it was just setting in. Like, so they were crying. Well, Mama June was crying. Um, and then I guess the husband Eldridge, because Anna wanted her oldest daughter to go to her husband and Mama June, but she never signed the paperwork. So after the funeral and everything's wrapped up, the husband told Mama June that with him working and everything, he can't take care of the girl. Which I feel like Mama June knew that all along, which was why she was trying to get the little girl. Which I still feel like Pumpkin should have got the little girl, but that's just my opinion. Um, so Mama June gets a lawyer. So she tells her husband, I'm getting a lawyer to go over this because Anna didn't sign the papers, and he's feeling some type of way because he got kids, and I'm like, when did he have kids? Like, how old are they? Like, what? But I guess he like in his addiction lost contact with them, but now he's trying to build it back. But I'm like, they need to put his kids on the show because I'm like, what? We need to see him to be a parent because he be speaking some good advice. Anyway, they're at the lawyer's office, and the lawyer is going through, the kids. June is telling them like, my daughter just died. She got these two kids. One dad is the youngest dad is in, the picture, so he came and took her, but the oldest daughter, which Mama June used to raise the youngest daughter for a couple years, so now she's just back with her. Which Anna, she said that Anna tested like 5 or 6 men to find out who the baby daddy was for the little girl, and I'm like, damn, like I don't know if she was just trying to like, I don't know, but I'm like, damn, like that did, I was caught up on that. I was, but anyway, so, um, so then the lawyer is like, well, is there anything about Justin that we need to know about? That's her Mama June husband. So he's like, well, Mama June was like, well, not that they would know of. So the lawyer was like, well, hold on a second, because we know everybody that's seen all over the news the stuff that you went through. So we got to clear that up first. So Mama June was just sitting there looking like, yeah, we do. Then they went to commercial. So I'm like, it was heavy. It was a lot within the first episode, which they did the death pretty quick. I wish they would have showed more of the process of like burying a loved one and like the grief process. Like I wish they showed more of that. But then I mean when you lose, like you're distraught. Like you don't want cameras following you around when you lose somebody, like you're distraught. So I get it. But then I also wanted to see it. So I don't know. But I am grateful that they're showing us at least like this, right? So catch y'all at the next commercial. So they came back with Pumpkin and Josh, and Pumpkin was sitting at the, dining room table, and Josh is on the couch, and he's like, "Come watch a movie with me," and she's like, "No," because, she's depressed now that Anna. It's not long after this has happened. Like, it's like 2 weeks or so. Like they're still filming, so now she's like slipping into a depression, and it's sad to see, but it's understandable to see. Um, so Josh was telling us how, he's been with Pumpkin like a decade and how they've been through some low things, and Pumpkin has been through some things, but he's never seen her like this down before. So he goes over to the table and they're talking, and she's finding something that she can put Anna's ashes in. Um, and so they got into the conversation of them coming up with a will, or um, so, getting their affairs in order, because she was like, God forbid that Mama June takes her kids and raises them. But then I'm like, so would she assign to raise her kids? Would it be mom? Would it be Dodo? I don't know. My brain isn't working that great. It's late at night, so forgive me. But yeah, and then they go to Mama June and her husband, and they're taking Caitlin, which is the Anna's daughter. They're taking her to get some school clothes because the judge granted the emergency custody order. So they're taking the little girl to get clothes, and she's trying to like pick out stuff that she likes, but Mama June is being kind of like hard on her because she doesn't want her to be like a teen mom, so she doesn't want her to get any like risky clothes or anything like that. And Justin's like, she's 11, like, you know, the clothes that she's getting are normal clothes for kids that age, you know what I mean? So then Mama June gets on and tells us that Justin just spoils her, but now that she's Mama G to her, she can't spoil her anymore. So I'm like, okay, I guess. And then they went on commercial, so I'm like, I guess Justin bought the girl what she wanted. I don't know, but I'll catch y'all at the next commercial. So they came back with Mama June and Justin. They asked Caitlin how was the first day of school, and she was like, terrible. And they were like, why? You know, tomorrow might be better. And she's like, no, she hates school, and either the last school, this school, she don't like it. Like, so Mama June's just like, well, you know, it is what it is. So she made dinner, but Caitlin didn't want to eat it. So she told Caitlin, you know, you got to get up and go to bed. So she was like, well, why? When my mom was here, you know, with us, we could stay up and stuff like that. And she was like, well, I didn't have custody of you. Now I do. And if you don't go to bed, you're not going to want to get up in the morning. So you need to go take a shower. And she's like, I took a shower yesterday. And they're like, you got to take a shower every day. I'm like, girl, every day, girl. But yeah, so as she's leaving, she's like, can I get ice cream and watch a little bit of TV when I'm done? So Justin's like, yeah, after you do all of that, then we'll get a little. So Mama June's like, don't listen to him. You know, go to your room. So Justin gets mad. Like, so they start arguing. Like, he gets mad because he feels like he's tired of his opinion not mattering. Which I feel like is kind of valid because he'd be the only one speaking, like, valid, like, common sense stuff. So I'm like, maybe you should listen to him a little bit. Then they went over to Pumpkin and Josh, and Pumpkin's laying on the couch, you know, depressed, and the kids are just there playing, screaming, and her daughter runs up and she's like, oh, mommy, are you sad? I'm like, oh, her oldest daughter, and she's like, yeah, I am. And she's like, I love you, and she's like, I love you. I'm like, oh, so she runs and tells Josh, you know, like, mommy's sad, so he's like, I'm gonna go in there and try to make it better, you know. And she tells us like she can tell her dad anything because he'll try to fix anything. And I just love that relationship. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, I commend Josh so much for just being the anchor in Pumpkin's life through all of the drama and chaos, even though I'm pretty sure he felt a way about all of the drama and like he had feelings and emotions and that he had to deal with going through that as well. So, and he's a good parent. Like, so he went into the room and he was like, he gonna call his special weapon. So we gotta wait to see who that was because it went on commercial. So I'll let y'all know when I come back. See y'all at the next commercial.